gentlemen, welcome back. On this week's episode of Only Apple Tea, we have thanksnick, aka Nick Baruso, on the podcast. He is a streamer, Minecraft streamer, and horror game streamer, primarily Minecraft streamer. That's his niche, all right? Don't get it twisted. But yeah, so he is a streamer that he formerly used YouTube streaming, but primarily on Twitch now. And I've been wanting to have a streamer on the pod, or at least talk about streaming on the pod for a minute. And to be honest, there's a lot of things that I'm just curious about just streaming in general because it is insanely popular. So he kind of goes through, the Twitch platform itself, kind of different things you can do on the stream. He also streams on TikTok as well, actually, which I didn't even know TikTok streaming was a thing. So if you're on TikTok and you're like, I've seen the joke videos of people pretending to, whatever, like they stream live that, but I didn't know people did gaming streaming on TikTok.
Yeah, it's very cool.
So it was kind of cool to talk about that as well. We talk about some hurdles he faced as a streamer. I mean, dude, it's really tough to make it as a streamer nowadays. So, just some things he personally had to deal with, and then just the struggles of trying to build a following on a streaming platform in general. We talk about some streamers, he likes to watch. He's more of an active streamer, less so of a viewer of streaming, which I totally get, to be honest. I feel like streaming in particular is one of those things too.
Yeah.
But yeah, we talk about that. We talk about a whole bunch of stuff too, like Five Nights at Freddy comes up because, he plays that game, and also we discussed the movie a bit.
Yeah. And all the memes around Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah. Oh, God. Turn this intro into a joke.
Yeah, dude.
We should have started with that.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, so it was a great time. It's really easy to talk to. I mean, he's a streamer, so he's already got a presence online, so it's kind of just natural on the mic, which is always great. Probably have him back on at some point, to be honest.
Yeah, it'd be great to see kind of like where he kind of takes it within the next even few months or so.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him verified. That's his goal right now.
Verification. Come on.
Twitch verified. So let's do it. Subscribe, all that type of stuff. Twitch, fix your app.
Yeah, dude, Twitch, fix your app, buddy.
Yeah. So enjoy.
So Nick, you have been making content for years.
I
right?
think decade.
A decade.
Decade.
Wow, that's crazy.
11 years. My first video actually.
Dude, your whole voice was different.
Hey, what's up? My name's Nick. I didn't even talk in my videos because my brother Joe, he's like, "You're gonna sound so annoying and this and that." I'm like, dude. But so pretty much my first ever video was I didn't know what like OBS was. I didn't know what like any screen recording software at the time was. So I used stacks of game cases like for Xbox, whatever. I stacked them up and then pointed my iPod Touch, the back camera, and like I balanced it on it and recorded my screen. And it was a Club Penguin tutorial video.
Dude, that's so funny. Club Penguin. Wow, that's a throwback.
Oh Holy crap, dude.
Club Penguin
Didn't they shut it down though?
So that community can't die. The original Club Penguin rewritten got taken down by Disney. There was stuff going on behind the scenes, which I don't even know what happened, but I'm not going to get into that.
Yeah.
But there's still others that are, the community is keeping it up. Like, you cannot kill the Club Penguin community at all.
Interesting.
So like Club Penguin private servers and stuff like that?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That's so funny,
They have stuff archived. They have like, literally, it looks like you just copy and pasted it from the past onto a new website. And it's
wow.
Damn.
That's insane. So that was how you first started. And how old were you? Your first video?
Oh, God, dude.
11 or something?
11, 10, and I don't know. It's a very cliche thing to like want to be like, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to do this. I want to do that when I grow up. It's a very cliche dream. Yeah. And but doesn't mean it's not valid. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, of course.
And it's just
especially if you're good at it,
right? And I've come a long way from what I used to be. It was rough.
Yeah, like what was? But I mean, like the thing is too is like you were a child when you started, and I feel like when you start, I remember hearing like, oh yeah, Nick's like doing YouTube videos now, and I was like, what? And I remember being like, that's kind of cool because like I knew that was like a lot of effort and something like I would never want to do. But like, what do you think was like a moment for you where you were like, because I mean, it's tough because you were a kid, but you were like, okay, I'm gonna do this, but if I really want to do this, I gotta like,
step it up.
Yeah, like what's that kind of?
So I looked up to like a lot of YouTubers. At first, I did everything Club Penguin, and then eventually I found out about Minecraft. So then I was like, okay, I can't record Minecraft with my phone and like have people watch and stuff because I was looking at the views and like I was young. I was like, oh, why did only 10 people watch this? You know what I mean? And I don't blame them. I don't want to watch a video that's just like recording your computer screen off your phone. But I found about Screencast-O-Matic, from school, and it was awful. I always had that yellow circle around the cursor in my whole video. And it was so...
I remember those. I remember those type of videos actually.
Yeah, me too.
We think of it like I'm thinking back to like going to YouTube to like watch a tutorial thing and seeing the. Okay, that's funny.
So my first Minecraft video I made was actually how to. Are you guys familiar with Minecraft?
A little bit.
So when you beat the Ender Dragon, which is like one of the final bosses for the game, there's like a Ender Dragon egg that's on top of the Bedrock portal, and I did a video on like how to get the egg, because if you put like a piston and the piston goes into the egg actually drops. So you have it in your inventory. And that's all the video was.
It's like a tip.
Just like how to get the dragon egg in Minecraft 1 point.
Dude, but you know what though? Like I feel like tip videos also, like little things like that, they kind of blow up because it's like, it's useful. Like, it doesn't like people.
I thought it was going to blow up, but no.
But I mean, dude, that's the right idea though, I feel like a lot of like, for the most part, when it comes to games like that, and if you're getting into a game, the amount of times I've just looked up like, explain this system in this game, or like 5 tips for blah, blah, blah.
When we were learning how to play Astroneer.
I was about to say.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Astroneer?
I have not.
So Astroneer is kind of like Minecraft with like, almost like the new game Starfield, except Astroneer came out a few years ago. You're essentially like a resource gathering based building game that's mainly takes place in space, and you essentially build yourself a station, but some of the resources are on different planets. So you have to build a spaceship.
Maybe I've seen gameplay of it somewhere. Yeah, that does sound familiar, but maybe I just didn't know the name of the game.
Yeah, and I won't go too much more than that. But the point is that like, when you don't know what you're doing, the first thing you do is like, all right, like 10 tips that I wish I knew first about Astroneer.
Right. Which, by the way, like with that game in particular, like it just drops you on the planet, and really there's like
there's nothing.
There's no tips. It doesn't say.
It's like there's nothing. Like it's just like figure it out,
dude. For the longest time, it's like, okay, just briefly, like you have an oxygen tank, right, and you can only leave without being tethered to your station for like 45 seconds. But you can build tethers to kind of extend it and blah, 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 whatever. Right. Basically, like extend the life. So you shouldn't just be constantly dying. We were running out for 45 seconds and running back for like the first like 3 hours for playing the game.
Then we found out you can make tethers, and we were like, what?
Yeah.
How did they not just like show
stuff
us
like that?
But
like at least with Minecraft, it says go up to a tree and hold left click to get what that stuff. At least Minecraft has tips.
Yeah, that would be nice actually in Astroneer. That's funny,
dude. See, and like I mean, Minecraft, I've like played it on and off, and it's always been super popular. And like I have a separate question that's Roblox related that I don't know if you know.
I play
about Roblox, but like I'm totally like old man about Roblox. I have no idea. I just know that it's been around forever.
It has been around for a long time.
I feel like Roblox now is like completely different than from what I thought it was when it first came out.
Oh God, it's changed a lot.
Now it's like people are like
buying like property and
dude, I don't even understand. Yeah, it's almost like NFT land, but like I don't really understand like Roblox as a whole. It's always confused me, so I'm probably gonna ask for a breakdown. I mean, maybe now's a good time to do it, but I don't know. Like, how often do you primarily do Minecraft videos?
Usually Minecraft videos. If I'm streaming, I do like Minecraft. Occasional horror games. I love horror games. I hate horror movies though. Can't do movies because you can't decide what the person's gonna do. But if you're in the game, you can pause it and be like, all right, I'm going to do this. But the movies, you look at someone make a stupid decision, and you're like, it genuinely frustrates me. So I cannot watch horror movies.
That's funny because you live in that house surrounded by people that love horror movies.
Everyone loves horror but me.
That's
horror
so funny.
Movies.
Really?
Yeah. Dude, Uncle Kurt, when I showed him Insidious, he went nuts for that movie for a while. And I think he went a little bit down the rabbit hole of like finding the other movies that were kind of like it.
Dude, Insidious is actually a good movie. That was one of those ones where like, they actually show you the thing that's like, and like you see it and you're like, oh shit. But I feel like usually in those types of movies, like they hide the creature.
Yeah, intentionally, because it's like whatever you can imagine is usually scarier than them showing you the thing.
Yeah.
That's usually how that goes. The Jaws effect, if you will.
But that was like a pretty good movie. I mean,
Yeah.
that whole like, I think it was the same production house. Made a few good movies.
Yeah. But so yeah, horror and Minecraft is the primary thing. When did you switch to that again?
To Minecraft?
Yeah.
I don't know. Definitely somewhere early in my career.
Right.
But yeah, no, it was. I at first I hated Minecraft because like I saw videos of people doing like Club Penguin skits and like including Minecraft. I'm like, no, only Club Penguin. And oh my god, I hated Minecraft at first, but then I played it. I'm like, all right, I get it.
Yeah.
I understand. This is fun. It's a lot more fun with friends, of course. But
yeah, a lot of those building games are
Mhm.
because you kind of work together to build stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like, I mean, we brought up Astroneer, but that's kind of, we did a 2 TV
Dude,
setup
the
and we were
TV
just
that's
nerding
that's
out.
chilling in my room is only chilling there because like when we decide to play Astroneer, I bring down the second TV and we just like
like a little LAN party. Nice.
Yeah. We have a little LAN party.
So I feel like I got a bunch of questions for you because like streaming is one of those things where we haven't really talked about it much on the podcast.
No, we haven't. We've had the gamer chats with why am I Working Class Nerds?
Yep.
But we haven't talked with like, specifically streamer stuff.
Yeah. So, and like, I think streaming is really interesting because like one, it's insanely popular and
it's
like
very popular.
And also like, I mean, I guess I'll start with, because I want to get into the horror game questions too.
Mhm.
But like with Minecraft streams, do you do like party streams or how does that work? Is it you in the corner type of thing?
It really just depends how I'm feeling. So there's a server, I don't know if you guys know, but the biggest Minecraft server to date is called Hypixel. And there's a rank that allows you to, it's called MVP++, and it allows you to open up a party and let anyone just join,
Oh.
And so like I would go live and be like, yo, I'm live, join my party. And then like the command and the title, and then everyone would join. But it takes a lot out of you having to like, I had to respond to things in Minecraft chat and in like my live stream chat. And it just really depends on if I have a lot of energy or not. If I don't have a lot of energy, but I want to stream, I'm like, all right, I'll just do some like hardcore Minecraft, which is like, if you die, world's gone. Like you can't respawn. Yeah, so it's like there's a lot at stake there.
I guess that's nice. Like if you don't want to deal with like managing things, like you get a wipe if you guys die. But like, I guess how many people is like, would you say the most people you've had jump in on a public
on a stream? So this is also the thing. I streamed on Minecraft on YouTube, and then I made the switch over to Twitch.
Okay,
so
that was going to be another question. Was like, what platform? You use,
I started out on YouTube, and then YouTube streaming. I was getting like a lot of viewers on YouTube for a while because I was doing the open parties, and like it definitely helps with engagement if you are like very talkative with your community and like all of that. So I would do that all the time. Oh my god, it was a lot of people that would join. The chat was going so fast, and I tried to read everything, and then people would get mad at me. I'm like, I'm sorry,
dude. Yeah. It does sound exhausting though to have to focus on the chat. And I know, like you join these things and you see how many people talk on them. It's like
right.
A madhouse.
I struggle sometimes with balancing like the game and then responding to chat because because I always want to respond to my viewers all the time. Like that's
that's what they're there for. Yeah.
Are there like bots or plugins that like pick out questions for you from your chat? Like obviously maybe people are just talking to each other, but maybe if somebody asks you a question, like that's kind of what you're looking for. Like, is there anything like that for?
So the closest thing that would be that is probably around like Nightbot. So you can set up Nightbot to like, say someone says like a certain phrase of like, how old are you or something, and you can have a command of when Nightbot detects when someone says that, it'll like just the bot will always be in your chat and it'll just respond for you.
Like cool. It'll auto respond to like a certain
but only
set of questions.
certain ones that you have already like prompted in the settings for Nightbot.
Okay.
But other than that, I usually just have like most frequently asked questions is what I'm looking for in my panels under my Twitch that I get asked all the time. Just so like if they ask it and like I'm busy, I'm just like, oh, it's in the panels, stuff like that.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. It's like a quick reference.
Yeah.
That's a good way to phase out some of those. So then like I guess Well, two questions. So I'm curious, like when you do the Minecraft open,
Open party?
anybody can jump in.
Yeah.
Like, what's the most amount of people you've had jump into the Minecraft game? Over 10?
Oh, yeah.
For
the
sure.
party, I was hitting.
He's just like, duh.
I was hitting the.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, that's
the
a lot of, like,
party,
just extreme.
I was hitting the maximum. Like I had so many people watching at one point. I had to kick people from the party to get a new wave of people in.
Oh, wow.
Like there was that many people that wanted to play like Sky Wars, which is a game of like you spawn on an island, you can do solos or duos or whatever, and then think about it, Hunger Games just in the sky.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Cool.
And last team standing wins.
Cool.
Very simple. And
is that like a 4-on-4 or 10-on-10?
Honestly, there was I want to say like about 10 teams. I don't know it off the top of my head, but it's above like 7 for sure. Yeah.
Per team?
Man. So 7 teams, at least 7 teams in total in the whole game. But teams, I believe, was maximum 2. You can do
okay.
those.
Okay. Cool. Wow. That's kind of crazy to think about, just like a bunch of just like people you've never met before. And I guess that's kind of like what makes it exciting is like, you don't know any of these people, and it's kind of like a chance to actually like meet like-minded people and like do the thing, which I guess is almost in a way like a first-person shooter would be, except you actually are sticking with them and being maybe more collaborative. I imagine microphones are pretty popular in those settings.
Yes, for sure.
I mean, it's cool too that they do, I didn't know that Minecraft had like modded, versions of the game. Like it almost reminds me of like I used to play like Warcraft 3 back in the day. It's like a top-down RTS game. And people would make different versions of the game and like on like servers, and you could just join in and play. So for example, League of Legends, before that was a thing, or Dota, it was actually a modded version of Warcraft 3 called like Footman Wars or Dota.
Oh.
And like I used to play that, like I used to play the game, but then also I'd go online and there would be servers people would set up, and they were just modded versions. People created maps and then created mechanics for the game because it's just people and, rewriting the code, whatever. And that's how those games became a thing. It's like eventually those turned into those games.
That's crazy.
So I used to play them with my brother all the time, like way back in the day. And it sounds like, I don't know, it's cool that they kind of do something similar with Minecraft. Like, I don't know that this, you were saying the Sky Wars thing. It sounds like that's not native to Minecraft, right? Somebody just did that.
That's like a server mini game on Hypixel.
Yeah.
Which is once again the biggest, and I think still the biggest Minecraft server. So they have like at least 10,000 players on at all times, I want to say. Yeah. And I want to say that server's like not saving Minecraft, but definitely keeping the player base like up there for sure.
So so why the switch from YouTube to Twitch?
Yeah, I was about to
So I don't remember it fully, but I just remember that YouTube was not pushing out my streams for some reason. Usually, like back then, you would search up like the keywords like Minecraft live stream on YouTube, and like everyone that is live would come up, and then for some reason, mine just wouldn't show up. I looked through all my settings. I don't know. I don't think I got shadow banned. I don't think that's a thing on YouTube. Whatever it was, I just wasn't showing up. So I just got frustrated. I'm like, I'm moving to Twitch. And along with, for some reason, the main reason I just remembered, I couldn't get YouTube AdSense or whatever that you could accept, like subs, memberships, whatever, connected to my bank account. Because like there was a lot of people saying they wanted to become members and like help support. I'm like, that's amazing. Thank you so much. But I genuinely cannot get this set up because it said I had 2 AdSense accounts and I just gave up. So I just moved over to Twitch.
Yeah. Twitch is like, and Twitch, from what I understand, is pretty straightforward with a lot of that stuff. They've got a lot of that streamlined.
And now Twitch is kind of, have you guys heard about Kick at all?
Yeah, like
I have.
the messaging platform, or
no? I always thought the same thing, but it's KICK, and it's literally the main reason people made the switch from Twitch to Kick was, one, they have like the ratio of like when you get your payment, Twitch would like take a certain amount.
Take a little bit off the top.
And Kick had a bigger revenue share with you. So you would be making more, and then they wouldn't be taking as much, which I don't even know how they're doing right now. At
Kick
first,
overall.
Yeah, at first, everyone was like, oh yeah, Kick's gonna take over. But like the revenue split was like insane to the point where I'm like, how is Kick gonna stand?
Yeah, they
Like,
probably would just need such a high volume of streamers in order to make
Right.
money. And it's kind of tough because I feel like whenever you think of streaming, Twitch is the first name that comes to your head,
Mhm.
at least.
Mhm.
And so it's kind of tough because you'd need to, I would imagine if you're going to start a streaming company, you need to sign a few huge people that are
Right.
like a draw so that other people move over. But like Twitch is like so cemented right now. I'm trying to think of who else does streaming. Is it possible to stream on two like simultaneous streams?
Yeah,
on-
so I actually recently I started streaming on Twitch and TikTok. TikTok
at the,
streaming
like,
is
same time?
crazy. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I've been seeing you do like TikTok videos about
Mhm.
Minecraft and stuff. They're like Minecraft skits
Oh,
that you film.
so
Is that what that is?
those are real work stories that have happened to me. I just reenact them in Minecraft.
That's kind of awesome.
That's what that is?
Yeah, no, every single work story I post happened to me.
Oh,
Like,
wow. That
a
makes
real
it
experience that
way
I went through.
funnier, actually.
Yeah, and a lot of people think like, oh, you're just doing Minecraft. No, this is like I'm reenacting it in Minecraft, but this isn't like role play, skits, anything. It's like genuinely reenacting what happened to me, and I still have so many I can make, dude.
Oh, so it's okay. You know, I've seen a lot of like, and this is not the same thing if you're doing reenactments, but like, you know, clips of people put text stories up or whatever, and
Oh, like the
it's just a
Reddit
dude
stories.
jumping around in
Yes, yes,
circles.
the parkour ones.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
see those all the time.
Yeah,
Oh
what,
my
dude? Like,
It's just a format, dude. It's like
Yeah.
it's a Subway Surfer equivalent.
yeah, have you seen
in
that where
Minecraft.
like someone will be like, "Hey guys, I have a really important thing to say." Oh, hold on one second. And they grab a laptop and then it's like Subway Surfer,
Yeah,
and then they start talking.
it's to like
Yeah.
keep their attention and stuff, which it genuinely works. I won't lie.
does.
It
I've
does.
caught myself
It does.
watching some of them. I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah,
Yeah.
like this does work. I knew it's a joke, but this does work.
yeah, yeah.
it does.
Oh shit, that's funny.
So like, okay, so another thing I wanted to ask too, just because we were talking about horror streamers or horror games that you play. I want to know what games you play, and then streamers that like you watch that got you into it. I don't know if you watch Markiplier. If you're watching horror games, I feel like maybe at some
Yeah,
point you did.
Markiplier is always up there. For games, I want to say the main horror game I stream, which will always have a place in my heart, is Five Nights at Freddy's. I've loved that game
Oh,
ever since
okay.
I was a kid, and they still have like people are making fan games. There's actually a new Five Nights at Freddy's game coming out this month called Help Wanted 2. It's a VR experience of
Yeah.
it, and next
Oh,
time you come
VR?
over, I can show you the first
Jesus.
one.
Yikes.
Dude, the first time I played, I had to take off the headset. It was crazy. But
Did you see the movie?
yes.
Did you like it?
I at first I was like, what the heck? I was like, but then I realized why they did what they did. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh wait, that's cool.
Yeah.
I fuck with that. And
Oh, it's a good
Yeah.
starring.
Oh yeah, dude. What is
my
with
God,
that?
I cannot stand
Why
the
did it-
Josh Hutcherson.
memes, dude?
Oh
It's
my
incredible. I don't know why it
The
started.
video was like 13 years old.
I know.
Like, where does it come from?
Yeah, dude, it's so weird,
it's
and
so
it's just
bad.
like I can't even open a message from Adam on Instagram anymore without it being like, all right, oh look at this funny video he sent me, and just
It
like
just cuts to the yes, dude. Oh my God. I wonder if he's seen any of those.
Of course, dude, he has to have, and
Well-
if he hasn't, his friends have definitely been like, bro, what's up?
Well, dude,
You
He's
know?
all over their page.
apparently like he doesn't really use social media or anything like that, so he didn't really know about it. And then somebody told him about it recently, and he was like, "What the fuck?" But
It's probably his agent. His agent was probably like, dude, we're
Dude,
doing
you're so
good.
hot right now.
We're doing
You're-
good.
You're so hot right
we
now.
got it. We
Thank
gotta
God
get.
he took that photo.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
dude, those
That was from his like Bridge to Terabithia days, dude.
Yeah.
Did you ever
love
see that
movie.
movie? Oh,
Love that movie. One of my favorite
Heart-wrenching.
movies of all time.
So sad.
yeah, that's a tough one.
Yeah, dude. Well, so obviously Five Nights at Freddy's. You
Mhm.
said, did you ever play like Amnesia or any of those games?
I
or-
played Amnesia. I struggled to keep with it because I just kept dying and I was getting pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough. Fair enough.
I also play Outlast. Outlast is a very nice series. I love
Yeah.
that.
China keeps getting me to want to play that. I can't do it.
Dude, we got to do it in a group. We'll turn the lights off. It'll be
Yeah,
scary.
if you're with people, I feel like it'll be like scary, but knowing there's other people with you, you can like laugh about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what I
dude.
mean?
That's why, like, okay, so I played Silent Hill 2
Mhm.
back when Silent Hill 2, like, and if you look it up, by the way, Silent Hill 2 is like noted as like one of the top horror games of all time, which I'm really excited to see that I think they're remastering it and everything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then they're also dropping a new Silent Hill game that takes place in Japan, I believe.
Oh.
And they're coming out with a Silent Hill TV show. Who the creators of Silent Hill? What happened was I think they were like, hey, like I think Silent Hill's kind of hot again. Let's just like when we drop everything, let's drop everything. So I think they're kind of being smart about their marketing. They're trying to hit the all forms of media. Really, there's going to be a TikTok account that's Silent Hill pretty soon. But so I remember playing that, and I was cool playing that game because I'd play it with a buddy. And so because of that, it was playable. And then he moved away. And so I was like, oh, let me try Silent Hill 3. And I couldn't do it simply because I'm a bitch. And like, I would just be like legit getting too scared. And I was like, well, I can't. I'm just going to go play Star Wars or something because like.
Yeah. And it's so annoying because like you think to yourself, it's just a game. You know, it's just a game.
Yeah.
But it's like, this game's freaking me the fuck out.
Yeah. But that's why it's nice to be able to pause. Like you said, like it's nice to be able to pause.
The movies, you're like forced
really
to kind
stuck
of watch what they do.
Yeah. Like I saw that the movie Smile. And that movie, I actually couldn't sleep that night. I felt bad for my girlfriend because I was like literally so bitch about it. But I was like,
dude, what a pussy.
I was like, dude, I was like seeing the girl in like the corner of the room and stuff. I get real bad, but I love them. Like I had a great time. It's just the sleeping part afterwards tough for me.
It's definitely tough.
I'll have one of those like, oh, like, you know, like I'm in bed and I wake up and like half awake and I'm like, I could have swore something moved in the corner of my room, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna die. It is what it is. I just go right back to. I'm like, all right, there's something in the corner of my room. Like, what am I gonna do about it? Probably nothing.
That's why I sleep with a fan on in my room, no matter what. Do you guys sleep with? Like,
I
any
have
noise
been
in your
recently.
room?
I have been. I've had the fan on at all times.
I need some sort of noise to fall asleep because if I hear like if I'm in dead quiet trying to fall asleep and I hear anything, I'm like, what the fuck was that? Yeah, I freak out. So I need something to like soothe me and be like, yep, you're good. Just go to bed.
I'm kind of the same way. Like the silence is almost deafening. I'm like, I need some sort of stimulation here because I agree. Same deal.
Right.
Especially if you're playing horror games.
So okay. So did you ever watch Haunting of Hill House?
I have not.
Okay.
Oh my God, dude. There was a couple scenes in that thing.
Well, first of all, there's a particular episode that's the whole show is only worth watching because I think this one episode might be the best set of horror stuff that's ever been created. It's the Bent Neck Lady episode. And I just think
that episode is so
oh my God. It's so intelligent too, as like a horror film, like how they wrap everything together. That episode in and of itself could be a movie. So even if you didn't watch the whole show, watching the whole show helps because it connects what happened beforehand. Yeah. But even just that episode on its own is so just like beautifully written in a horrific way. But anyways, I was sleeping I showed my dad the show and I was like, that was scary, right? And he's like, yeah, all right, time to go to bed. And I was like, yep, time to go to bed. And I'm sleeping in my dad's room and he has a coat rack in his room. And dude, I got sleep paralysis that night.
Oh, I hate
And I woke up and I was like, and all I'm seeing is this at nighttime.
Oh, no. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Dude, okay, yeah, that would absolutely freak me the fuck out. That looks exactly like her.
Dude, it looks exactly
Especially
like it looks, and it's like, that's the thing. This is during the day. At nighttime, dude, all you saw was that outline.
Yeah,
oh my God. You know?
Set.
But anyways, more tales of me being bitchy. But yeah, well, I mean, like, I think like, it's interesting. So you stream the horror games too. Does the streaming help with your ability to cope with the horrific part?
I talk to chat and they make like, they crack jokes. They're like, this, that. I'm like, yeah, whatever, guys. And oh my God.
So do you ask them like, all right, do you guys think I should open this door type stuff?
Yeah, I ask them dumb questions like, should I go in here? Do I stay here? And then they're all saying different things. I'm like, all right. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I'll do what my heart thinks is right.
So what do you think is like been something that has helped your streaming career? Like if there was one thing that like you could note along the way that was like, oh, I made this change or I did things a little differently and this actually helped my like base here.
All right. So it all stems from one thing that happened to me like a while ago.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a little vulnerable here.
Sure.
But so back when I was doing this also ties into like another reason why I switched over to Twitch. But I was streaming on YouTube. I also made a YouTube video about the Hypixel server that like it did very good, and it's still my most viewed video on my YouTube channel. And around that time, I wasn't hanging around like the cool, like a good group of people, if you know what I mean. Like people were kind of, I was hanging with a scummy group. I didn't know that though, because they were like, they had like good numbers, and I was like, oh, these guys are cool, you know, they know what they're doing. So I kind of learned some stuff from them that wasn't cool, wasn't good, and I used that. So when I made that video, I went live like a few nights later, and I like near the middle of my stream, someone's like, "Yo, we should go raid someone." And like, do you guys know what a raid is?
I mean, I've seen like swatting people. If it's anything like that.
Screw that raid.
Let's dox somebody.
No.
Dude, no, like literally, like I don't know if you've ever seen like on a live.
Yeah,
stream,
I've heard about it because
people calling SWAT,
yeah,
like the police on people,
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. But anyways,
but this is not that rating. This is like
so
in-game rating.
Rating is like when you bring your viewers over to another stream to show support. You know,
cool.
Follow, like the video, stuff like that. And that part I did. But what they didn't tell me is that to end my stream when I did it. So like I kept streaming after it because you're supposed to do a raid after the stream. And eventually someone caught on and made a video about me saying like calling me scumbag and like all this like, and I was technically.
I gotta understand
the
this.
Reasoning
I'm trying to find the scumbag part.
When you raid someone, you're supposed to end your stream. But basically, when I didn't end my stream, I raided someone, a lot of viewers, and I'm not gonna say names, but it's all water under the bridge now. But
sure.
What ended up happening, I raided them. They went on my channel and like I was blowing up, dude. I had like thousands of people watching because their viewers went over to my channel to see what's going on. And I was like flipping. I was like, whoa, this is it. This is my moment, you know? And after that, I brought all my viewers to their stream, but then I kept streaming. So you're not supposed to continue streaming after. So like I technically stole their viewers for me.
Okay.
You know what
but don't
I mean?
they still have the viewers at the same time or no?
Yeah.
I don't know, but in
These are
retrospect,
some very technical rules
like,
here.
It's etiquette.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so it's just like
there's an etiquette here that I don't think we're
so the whole
to,
time I thought I was doing good, you know, rating people and but like showing my viewers their stream, you know, showing support. I was actually being a scumbag the entire time. And a video was made about me. And oh my God, I'll never forget it. This is like what changed everything.
Oh, wow.
So
it's kind of crazy. I never knew that, but I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. The video was he was saying like, oh yeah, you know, this has been around for like a while, this and that, you know, I'm not the only person that did it, but you know, the first time I fuck up, I get blasted, dude.
Yeah.
So the video's about me and going through like the live stream because I still had it up. And
damn, what was this guy like really? I mean, I'm assuming guy, but is this guy like really going in?
He made some very valid points. I mean, at the time, I was just more upset that the fact that all the comments YouTubers that I watched and looked up to flaming me. They were talking about, wow, this guy's like a fucking douchebag, you know.
Damn.
Like, and it hurt because I was scrolling through the comments looking for one comment to be like,
hey, this guy's cool. There's something.
Yeah, because the thing is, I didn't know I was doing any wrong at that point. So like the one time I make a mistake, it's like, wow, fuck you, you know? Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And that changed everything for me because I was getting death threats. I was
crazy over that.
that's what I'm saying. But
how old were you, by the way, when this happened?
Like 15.
Wow.
Yeah, like that's
Damn.
crazy. That's so nuts.
This fucking kid deserves to die.
Yeah, I know.
Over
Think over this. Think about how crazy people are, bro. That's insane.
Mhm.
Like even like just think about the magnitude of the reaction
Mhm.
of something like that, where it's like all because you missed, like, essentially it sounds like you missed one part of the etiquette,
Mhm.
which was like just to stop your stream, I think.
Mhm.
Okay, so like to me as an outsider, granted, I don't know the ins and outs of all this, so someone could be like, well, fucking this guy's stupid. But I'm just looking at it like, yo, death threats? Like this, I feel like that person that's doing the death threat, they should probably be looked into.
Yeah.
Because if it only took like that much, like they're just ready to just they're just handing out death threats like candy, really. I mean, like, you know, just like everyone is.
And in the
it.
video, they were saying, you know, don't send hate to this guy. They're gonna do it anyways.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So did you end up having to like put out a video?
So I put out a
basically?
video. Awful decision because I was like impulsive about it. I didn't sit down. I wasn't like, okay, this is what I'm
dude,
gonna
you were
say.
15.
I know.
You know?
And I was just like, I'm gonna quit. I'm sorry, this and that. I was.
Oh, you went more like pity party with it.
Yeah, I did. And I
yeah,
hate myself for it. But I
it's
feel
okay.
like it was
Again,
also a blessing in disguise because like I stopped hanging around those people that told me to do that. And I was only doing like what I knew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just went on my own. I stopped uploading for a while. It killed my channel.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I ended up just starting up again. And I just, views were plummeted, everything. Like I came back after like 4 months. Like I was in such a mental rut and I was just like, well, now what? You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't know what to do next. I genuinely thought that was it for me. But then when I had a realization and a bunch of my subscribers that know me for me, they were like, I know you're not like that, you know, and like they knew it, but the toll between the person who made the video that got a lot more views than I wished, definitely outweighed my subscriber count, my view count, that people supported me. So it was like there was so much more hate than there was people being like, hey, you know, you fucked up, that's okay, this and that. And so the video's still up.
Like, fuck Nick.
Yeah. The video is still up. And oh my God. But
yeah, well, it's interesting though. I think like we have something in us as humans that's attracted to like negativity. I think it's some sort of like animalistic behavior because like negativity saved us
mechanism type
in the
deal.
past. So it's like, so there was like people, that's like why on the news it's all about murders and you know, bad shit happening because like instinctually we're like, oh my God, what is it? You know, and then on the other end when it's like, oh, fuck this guy, burn him at the stake, you know, literally for some of these people. And it's like no one pays attention to the good stuff for whatever reason. Like even in like an apology, like these days, dude, like someone will mess up and then they'll apologize for it. And then people will be like, it wasn't good enough. He deserves to die. You know, like there's just like, it's just
insane.
like.
And the thing is, me and that person that I rated, we were in the DMs and like we were sorting out. It was fine. Like I was just more frustrated at the fact like someone had to make a video about it.
Yeah.
But like I guess if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Yeah,
I have definitely changed a lot from that. It was probably the lowest point of my life.
Wow.
It was awful. I didn't tell anyone. No one knew.
Yeah.
Not even Joe.
Damn.
Nobody knew.
Jeez.
Dude, that's
it's a
crazy.
good message to parents. Watch out for your kids because when they're the quietest, some shit might be really going on. You know? Because like, I'm just like thinking about like, you know, you come home and your dad's like, hey, Nick, how's it going? You're like, good. You're like, God damn, what's going on, dude?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Shit. That's crazy to think about too, man, because it's like, I mean, yeah, I get it. Like, you know, you messed up, but maybe I'm just like fucking chill, guys.
I know.
You know? I'm not, and like, I get it. Like you've done your apology and everything, but like, this is me outside looking in. Like people got to fucking chill, bro.
Yeah.
Like give the guy some slack.
Right.
I don't know. But anyway.
that was like a few years ago now. So I mean, has it picked up since?
I would say it was like
if you were 15, you're
like
20
6 years ago.
Yeah,
26 sounds right.
Okay.
But like everything's picked back up since.
Oh
pretty
yeah,
much,
I
and-
mean, I still get people like that remember me, and they're like, "Raid, funny." I'm like, dude, like,
Really?
Yeah.
Bruh.
yeah,
That's
It's 'cause
crazy.
I know.
Dude, it's okay. Here's what I learned is that there's two things. People on the internet are both not funny and they don't get jokes. So there's gonna be people in the comments that like you can say a joke and they'll like take it wholeheartedly serious.
Mhm.
And then there's people in the comments that think they're comedians and are really fucking not. Like they're just
Mhm.
so not funny and
know.
they don't know it. And so like being like, raid, bro. Like they think they really got you. Like
No,
you know what I mean? They're behind that keyboard like, oh,
No, I'm gonna get him with this. It happened a few months ago. I looked at him like, okay, whatever.
good
dude.
one.
Right. Like I'm so past it. And I feel it genuinely not only helped me out on like the platform of like being like, okay, I know kind of like what to do now, what not to do, but it also helped me like develop as a person. I feel I've definitely changed a lot. I've matured
Yeah.
a fuck ton.
Yeah,
Since
dude.
then.
I mean, you're a man now. He was but a boy.
Dude, literally,
now
what,
you're a man.
6-7 years ago. It's a massive, amount of time.
Right.
Yeah, that's a
You're
huge
gonna be a
amount of time.
totally different person 2 years from now.
Right.
Definitely, I feel like if anything, it must have helped with like developing like thicker skin.
Yeah.
In some ways, because like as shitty as it was, there is now you've kind of felt like a super low. That it's like okay, like now when some shit happens to me, I know it's not that.
Right.
You know, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe I'm sort of speaking for you here. But
I mean,
how I feel?
God forbid something could happen in the future that takes me even lower somehow. But,
Right, of course.
That's like the only time I've really fucked up my whole lifespan of me trying to make videos and stuff.
Yeah.
Everything else, like, I'm just kind of doing me. You know what I mean? I just make videos, and if people like it, then,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
So do you it's like obviously you stream, but like do you post the videos to YouTube too, or how does it work? Or does Twitch even have does Twitch have a platform where you can post videos?
I do have a second channel that I used to post VODs, which is like the Twitch live stream, uncut, like full everything. I used to do that, and then it got really annoying because like I would stream for 4 hours, I have to download a 4-hour video,
Right.
and
Okay,
then
that sounds
upload
crazy.
a 4-hour
Yes, dude.
video, and I'm just like, I'm not doing this shit no more. So I just do like Twitch highlights.
Okay.
From streams. I take clips, and that's all I really do for that. I mean, and then for like TikTok is pretty much just not my skits and my here and there I post like an IRL video of something, but it's mainly just Minecraft. I'm trying to stay in my niche.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
I
it's
hear
good to
that's
kinda hammer.
important, right? Like you're not supposed to like. I feel like the only people that can get away with playing a bunch of different games are like famous people.
Yes, and it's so
Yeah.
frustrating. And that's one thing, I'm glad you brought that up. It's so tough to get big nowadays on gaming because you have to pretty much stick to one game if you want to be even have a chance of like being successful, because having you play like a bunch of different games, you'd have some viewers that come over for Minecraft, have other people that would come over for like Five Nights at Freddy's and like this and that. And I've personally struggled with that. Like my Five Nights at Freddy's streams do astronomically better than my Minecraft streams.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I feel like it's also because there's not as much competition on Five Nights at Freddy's because like not a lot of people stream that. So like if people want to watch it, I'm like one of the only people that's there.
Yeah.
But with
right.
Minecraft, you have like thousands and thousands of people
Right.
streaming that at the same time.
Yeah.
And
I always find like the streaming thing interesting because like you're also competing with like, doesn't T-Pain stream?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I mean, most like famous people now stream. I feel like a lot of people play video games, and because streaming's so big, they're like, oh, well, I could stream and probably make money off it. You know, I have a giant following. Like any like mainstream actor or musician, like a lot of those guys will just stream. Like
just
Chris
be like,
Pratt streams.
Yeah, that's right. Which
know
is
what I
crazy to think about. And which is interesting too, because it's very similar, I guess, sometimes in the podcasting space. Is like you do have to find a niche, which is something we struggled with in the beginning. And then it's like, okay, well, what makes people come watch and listen to us as opposed to just like going to, you know, friggin' Bert Kreischer or something.
Right.
Or like, you know, Tom Segura or like any of those like comedian people.
like you have to definitely have something unique about you and
Right.
what you're doing to, you know, get noticed by other people. And I want to say streaming definitely like it was popular. It always has been, but like it blew up during quarantine times.
Yeah.
The peak COVID. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. You guys might not even believe this. So I was streaming on Twitch, doing my thing, streaming Five Nights at Freddy's, and Chuck E. Cheese, the company, joins my chat. The literal company joins my chat. They made a Twitch account because it was a way to kind of keep them relevant or something in a way.
Yeah, because that's definitely the last place you're going during quarantine, dude.
Yeah,
I know. And
that's basically Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah. So I feel like that's one of the main reasons they joined. But I was getting like so many viewers, and I don't know if Chuck E. Cheese like was streaming and then decided to raid me or something, but all Chuck E. Cheese's streams was like them, like someone was holding the stuffed animal or whatever on webcam, and then you had someone else playing the game, and then randomly he would just unmute his mic, and apologies for this, but he would just go, "Poggers," and then just go back to playing the game. It was the worst. But the chat ate it up. The chat was like, "Oh my God, this is great. This is so funny."
May I ask what poggers is?
Poggers is like a term of like, let's go. Or like, you know,
what's the spelling for that?
POG. So
got it. Already fine.
POGG.
Yeah. Relax over there.
Sorry, my bad.
Nah, and so they joined my stream and they were like, let's play games together sometime. I'm like, are like seriously?
Like Chuck E. Cheese?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
The company, they were verified, so I knew this was the real thing.
Wow.
And they're like, yeah, we should play Fall Guys together sometime. I'm like, okay. And they want to like stream with me. And I'm like, okay, let's go. And then they were like, send me your Steam friend code in DMs and then let's make this happen. I'm like, okay. So I do that. And then they were like, cool. They gave me a time. And then I get ready. Like, I get up so early for the stream. Like, this is crazy. I can't believe I'm doing a stream with Chuck E. Cheese. What the fuck is happening?
This is like the most random.
I told my mom and she's like, yeah, okay, Nick. I'm like, what do you mean?
What do you mean? I'm streaming with Chuck E. Cheese. Shut up, Nick.
I know.
What does that even mean?
Yeah. What are you streaming with the rat?
You're right. And so I was getting ready for the time, you know.
Charles E. Cheese.
And they went live without me. So I'm like, okay, maybe they forgot, you know. I spent hours getting ready, setting everything up. But you know what? Maybe they just forgot. Or maybe I read the text wrong. I have the DMs still. And I'm like, okay. So I texted them like, oh, hey, you know, what time do you want to do it? They gave me another time. I'm like, oh, sweet. Okay. So, which was the next day. And I'm like, all right. I get up early again. I'm like making sure I look good because I don't like they got like 500 viewers all the time and it was wild. So I'm like, okay, it's gonna be like a big audience. And then they go live without me again. So I got ghosted like 3 fucking times by this rat.
Damn, dude.
It's an inside joke because I have online friends that don't let me forget this day.
Oh,
you know who you are. All right. You know who you are.
Did you like stream, like put them on blast, like Chuck E. Cheese, you son of a
No, I messaged them.
Dude, all of a sudden there's a video coming out with Nick. All right, Chuck E. Cheese.
You listen up here.
Yeah.
And then eventually they just stopped streaming after that. So I don't know if it was what I think happened is that maybe someone working there liked my streams for whatever reason and wanted to play games with me. And then someone else was like, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, things like that can happen.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, whoever you are, I appreciate you. But it was just really weird. So that day haunts me. Those multiple days. I got up early. I did my hair. I brushed I wore a good outfit.
Dude, you told your mom about it?
Yeah,
literally.
she didn't give a fuck. You know?
She was like, yeah, right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, mom knew something I didn't.
Right.
Rat didn't show up.
The rat didn't show up. What a rat.
Wait, so what are like your streamers like you watch, personal favorites?
Honestly,
or do you watch streaming? I guess
I watch my friends stream.
Okay.
My online friends.
Real one.
I don't really watch I watch I don't know if you know who they are, but like Tommy and Tubbo are like the 2 streamers I watch. Minecraft people.
Right.
But other than that, it's just my friends.
Yeah, it's a real one right there.
Yeah, I feel like
Good
I
friend.
like streaming more
Supportive.
than watching them.
Yeah. See, guys, you really made a shit video about this guy.
Fake.
But yeah, that's cool, dude. I mean, it's interesting because it's like, so like, where do you, so you've gone, like, you've come like pretty far away. You've had some, you have your ups and your downs and stuff. What's been like kind of your thoughts about like goals and stuff? Like, what do you like
Goals?
You know, like,
I really want to get verified on Twitch.
okay.
I would love that.
What are the requirements for that?
You need to have like at least 30,000 followers, I believe, and then, or maybe 10,000, and then have like 75. I don't know if they changed the requirements from when I saw it last, but like at least 75 average viewers at all times. And I average like 9.
Okay.
So we got a long way to go, but we're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's funny because like you have like, I know like you have like select things like will randomly pop off, but it's the average that's like the important part, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Wow. So like is it just like you just kind of keep doing it and then like, you know, you just hope that like how do you promote something like this? It's kind of interesting, right?
So that's kind of why I co-stream on TikTok as well. Because TikTok, my streams, I have like 500 people watching on TikTok. I'm like,
yeah,
you guys should join over on Twitch. You know what I mean? But not everyone does, and that's fine. But I definitely just like, because I have the biggest following I have at the moment is on TikTok, and I'm like, I have a few different like communities, and I want to talk to them both. I want to stream at the same time and be able to talk to everyone, and it's a lot of fun. Because say Twitch chat is like dry a little bit, which is fine. It happens. I can talk to TikTok chat and like keep things engaging, you know. Yeah, TikTok streaming takes a lot out of me too, though, because chat is also blowing up.
Yeah. That's the thing. TikTok seems to have, whatever their algorithm is, it seems to be a lot better than many other platforms, such that not super famous people will have a better shot at actually being organically seen.
Right.
You know, so like you don't have to be The Rock to like show up on somebody's phone.
Right.
You could just be you streaming. And it's just like, oh, look at, he's got a ton of views. I like this guy. Oh, let me watch him for a little bit. Like, dude, I found myself in like a weird like TikTok live rabbit hole where you're just going down. It's just all of a sudden some guy doing magic. I'm like, oh, you know, this is kind of cool.
Card tricks or something.
Yeah, like he's just doing like card tricks and shit. I was like, wow, okay. And then I look at the thing and I'm like, he's got like 1,000 people, like 2,000 people watching this shit.
It is kind of nuts.
You know?
It's
and
insane.
So it seems like, I don't know, like, maybe TikTok is just so, like, there's so many users.
How does TikTok, and I think that's part of it, is like there's such a large user base for TikTok.
Right.
I know there's a ton of people on Twitch, but like so many people use TikTok and it's so easy to use relative to like Twitch. Maybe people get confused or whatever, but like, how do you,
the Twitch app confuses me. Sorry to interject your question.
Well, no, it's like it's true. Like it's way more straightforward to use TikTok. It's just like, oh look, another thing. Oh look, another thing. But like for streaming on TikTok on like playing a game, is there? I've never tried to do this, but for most social media, like there's an Instagram.com. Is there like a TikTok.com? Like how do you interface with your?
So there is they have a TikTok live studio app you can download. I had to apply to stream on TikTok, which I got that really easily. Thank you guys. I appreciate you.
TikTok.
But it's kind of like, imagine, do you know OBS? Are you familiar with OBS?
Yeah, actually, because I was going to use it for our podcast a while back. Like switch between frames live. And like also it lets you do the picture in picture.
It's literally just OBS, just with a TikTok logo and a little few GUI changes.
Oh, interesting.
Which I like. I like that they do like you can change between landscapes. So I recently did this because people in my chat were like, why can't I watch it in like landscape mode? Because I was streaming in portrait mode, which is like, you know, the main user base of TikTok is on portrait mode. But there's like this button that I had to enable, and it's like they can turn it and then it's full screen. I'm like, that's great. So I did that, and everyone's really happy with it. But it's just live TikTok studio, and it's just OBS with some TikTok changes, and it's actually really easy to use.
Nice.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's funny because I do wish that the Twitch app was a little bit more straightforward.
Oh, it's so janky.
Like
You don't gotta sugarcoat it. It's fine.
Yeah, like
It's pretty janky.
Like I remember, so China was doing streaming. She was streaming Elden Ring for a while when she first got it, and she is like one of two people I follow. I follow her, and I follow you, I think. And then, which if I don't, that's terrible.
Yeah, I was gonna say you don't follow thanksnick on Twitch.
I'm gonna follow thanksnick right now. That's crazy.
Up, man.
And then Marcus, who does what does he even do? Does he do Destiny?
I think so.
Because they used to do that Star Wars game, and I think they switched over to Destiny or something.
Yeah,
but
I don't know actually.
Those are like the only people I follow, and I'd log on to the app, and I can't find them.
I know. Yeah. It shows like you might like, or the people with like thousands of viewers. It's like, okay, but what about the people that I'm following?
Yeah, that's weird.
Like
There's no like feed in the Twitch app that shows you.
Oh, I forget Sea of Thieves is still a game, dude. That's crazy.
Oh, people still play that?
Yeah, I guess so.
I feel like neglecting the app though, it's just like shutting off a huge user base they could potentially have.
I know.
If they want people to use, like, so many people do stuff on mobile, and if TikTok streaming is popular, that should be like a sign for them. Like, hey, fix your shit.
Hey, well, let's fix this.
Yeah.
So I think how do I know if I'm following you? Subscribe is when I'm paying you money, right?
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, but other people should. Oh yeah, no, I'm following you.
All right, sweet,
yes. I was just double checking. Yeah, dude. See, you got some fucking serious followers on here. That's
actually,
crazy.
I did have more than that. I removed. There's this thing called Commander Root, which you can go in and see. Like, it pretty much is your like whole TikTok account just in a different tab. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, I removed like 3,000 followers.
Oh, interesting. On TikTok.
Twitch.
On Twitch?
Yeah.
You had almost 10K followers on there.
The reason I did, because there was a lot of just inactivity. And like, I didn't feel like I deserved those numbers. I was at like 7,400 followers, but like 4 people watching, which is fine. But I just feel like I didn't deserve those numbers. And like, I don't want people to think like, oh, you bought followers or you bought it.
Can you do that with Twitch?
You can.
Wow,
yeah.
You can do that everywhere, huh?
Yeah, and I just didn't, it just didn't feel right. So I was just like, all right, so what I did, I removed certain followers I got from like way back then that weren't active now. Which one of them was Chuck E. Cheese, actually.
Oh man, sad to see him go.
Yeah, I have the clip on my Twitch though of Chuck E. Cheese joining my chat and everything. So memory still stands.
You know what? If that I feel like would be a good TikTok. Like if you're going to make a clip for TikTok, the moment that Chuck E. Cheese joined your chat, I think would be a funny like 10-second clip.
Yeah, I was freaking out in the clip though. I'm honestly kind of embarrassed about how much I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my God, Chuck E. Cheese, I love you!" I was so annoying and so obnoxious, and I do not want.
Never mind. Got it. Yeah,
but I'll make a story about it on my TikTok. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh shit. Oh man. Well, I think we're coming up on an hour here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it crazy how fast that goes? Before we sign off, you're not limited to any time, but is there anything else you wanted to cover? Did you remember? I think we naturally got to your questions that you were like, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Chilling. Oh, actually, there's one thing.
Yeah.
And I want your guys' opinion on it.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, what do we got?
You are handsome.
Thank
Yes.
you.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Was that the question?
All right, yeah, that was Nick. Ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. 2 things, actually. One, with YouTube, have you guys noticed, like, you guys have known about YouTube for like a while, right? Like, you knew it.
Yeah. I mean, the first video I ever watched on YouTube was in like the early like whenever YouTube first happened, and my uncle showed me a video.
2006.
Yeah. Like it was literally like I was very young. It must have been, this wasn't YouTube. Oh my God. The first this is the funny story, and then I'll get to my first YouTube video. The first video I ever saw on a computer. My uncle was like, you can search anything on the internet. And I was like 7. So this was like 2002 or something. And he showed me a video of a monkey peeing into its own mouth.
Oh, yeah.
he's like, bro,
Lovely.
What the fuck is the internet? Yeah. And I was like, what the? And I laughed so hard because as a kid, you like the chimps and monkeys, like they were just like swinging around. All of a sudden I'm watching one pee. I was like, what the fuck is
what the fuck
what is going on? But then I think the first YouTube video I saw was probably shoes.
Oh God,
Jizz.
Oh my God.
Let's get some
And the
shit.
guy-
Oh, I remember that.
Let's get some shit.
These
Yeah.
shoes suck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I
suck.
think that might have been the first
That's
one.
crazy, dude.
Or
Yeah,
the
that was-
grandma's cookies, which actually, thinking back on it, now all this AI stuff is hilarious to think about. So sorry I'm derailing this whole
No, you're
thing.
good. You're
But back in the day, they had the episode of SpongeBob that was called Grandma's Cookies.
Yeah.
And they overdubbed the whole thing to have like SpongeBob and Patrick say like fuck and shit and all these fucking cookies.
That's the one that goes grandma's ass cheeks.
Yes. Yes, dude. So that
Okay.
was another one of the first ones. And me and my stepbrother at the time, we got in so much trouble for watching that video.
Oh,
Really?
Yo, yeah, we got in so much trouble. But
Dude.
now they could make the real actors recreate grandma's cookies.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy.
So you remember how on YouTube it was like YouTube broadcast yourself? That was part of the logo. Like it was.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very convenient the fact that like no one on YouTube is really themselves anymore.
Oh,
You
interesting.
know, everyone, at least in the Minecraft community, everyone's faking everything for clicks and views, which I respect the hustle because if you know,
if you're trying to make an income, like, I get it.
you-
But
mhm.
yeah, well, that's kind of the whole appearance online, though. I mean,
Mhm.
even if you go to like Instagram and stuff, you have people editing their
Right.
faces and their bodies,
I
and like
know.
to a point now where the tech is so good, where like a girl, there's a few like fitness accounts, like fitness females that I'll follow, and they'll be like, "Can you tell that this video is edited?" And I'm like, "No." And then they just like undo the Facetune, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" You know? And like I think the point of the video is to be like, yeah, like everyone you follow for the most part is probably faking something to a certain degree.
And I hate that. So like recently I've been trying to have more fun with making my videos and stuff, like more laid back, chill, happy, fun content, whatever.
Right.
And I'm not trying to do this like Mr. Beast editing style of like half an hour video. It's just so exhausting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I mean,
And that's how I burnt myself out in the past. Like I was putting too much effort into videos, and then it sucks like when you put so much effort into a video and then it just like doesn't do well, which you can't really help. But
Yeah. I mean, I will say like we're way more popular as an audio podcast. We'll get like thousands and thousands of downloads on the audio side. But if you look at us on YouTube, like one of our most popular videos ever has like, it's actually Max Law's video from the Ferrara Film Festival is our most popular video
no
right
way.
now. That one has almost 700 views. So like that's like the most popular YouTube. Most of them. I remember one time we interviewed somebody and some jackass commented like, "Wow, can't believe you had this broad on. All for what? 30 views. Wow, I just went to your other videos. 2 views. Wow, you guys are sick." I was like, damn it.
people fucking suck, dude. I hate people.
That's pretty damn funny, though.
Yeah, it was funny, but I was also like, God damn, this guy's really.
He was probably having a really bad day if he had to go out of his way to go check everything else and leave more comments of like, wow.
Yeah, like, wow, you guys got 2 videos.
Yeah, he
of this.
jumped around. He was like, let me talk some shit on another one of these.
Yeah, no. Well,
Right.
I'm like, fuck yeah. It's like we just are more popular as like a. So think about it. Like I'll spend like 4 hours editing these episodes for the video because I like the video and I got to be better about making clips for Instagram and all that
Right.
stuff. But like,
Right.
it'll get like 50 views or something. And it's just like, that's just how it is. Like, at least for podcasting, it's very much like an audio based thing. But I'd love for people to check out the video because I put so much time and effort. I mean, you look at all the lights, like, I try to.
I'll ping my Discord. This will get at least like, can we do 100 views, guys?
Yeah,
Please?
come on. Hey,
Let's go. Ping the Discord. Add everyone. Every time I
Dude.
ping my Discord with add everyone, I get like at least 2 people that leave.
Oh.
They're sick of me pinging. I'm sorry.
I mean, like the whole thing is a time sink. I mean, dude, we used to do 2 a week. That's why I dropped
Yeah.
off. I was like, I can't do this
I
anymore.
know.
I stopped editing the videos too because I was like, it's just too
know.
much shit.
It is.
If I
It's
tried to
a
do
lot.
that now, dude,
It'd be
way
impossible.
way worse.
Yeah, because even back then, we weren't even doing multiple angles for a hot minute. We were just doing
No,
the
unless
one
we had
camera angle.
guests.
Yeah, unless we had guests.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which like, I feel like we get a decent amount of guests. Dude, we've been having guests on for a minute.
Yeah, 2019, first guest.
Yeah.
Oof.
It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, so I know it is interesting. Like the whole YouTube community and kind of social media community is definitely a bit like heightened versions of themselves, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's tough. But I do think that authenticity is selling. So like if you are an authentic person, I think that people can feel that.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I've definitely been trying to be more like authentic, like you said, in my recent videos. I've just been kind of just doing like dumb shit in Minecraft creative mode, and somehow people like it. So I'm like,
I'm telling you,
You know what I mean?
people appreciate it only because there's so much fake out there that if you are just yourself and you're a good person, then you're more than likely going to get a decent amount of attention from it.
I'm not trying to do like I put 100 people in a circle and see how long they can survive. And if they leave, they get $10,000. Like, I can't do that shit.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Mr. Beast stuff.
Yeah, which I love his videos. They are great. But I definitely want to say that his editing style, it's like so good that people expect that everywhere now. And if it's not that style, they can't watch the full video.
Oh, yeah. He's crazy.
Dude, well, it's almost like the, like David Dobrik effect where everybody was trying to do the same shit that he was doing for a while. And then it was all just like quick cut videos of people fucking with their friends and whatever. And, and then it evolved into like Mr. Beast thing where it's like he's got huge budgets for his videos. Like, I'm going to give away $10 billion. It's like, dude, I'm not making a YouTube video like that. Who the fuck has that? like the
I bought an aircraft carrier. And I'm going to sail across the ocean.
Dude, yeah.
Which, what's funny about the whole Mr. Beast thing? I'm always confused why people are so mad at him. Do you know what I mean? Like, he'll go over and, like, didn't he, like, recently create,
something like I dug 100 wells for all these people.
Yeah, he did
and everyone's
100
like,
wells.
Dude, 100 wells? I'm like, that's more than, like,
it's fantastic.
What, like, most organizations do.
Right.
And he did it, and people are, like, mad that he filmed it. I'm like, no. Be a good example to other rich people
I think,
to put their money in good places.
I think people think that he's using them for publicity and views to be like, oh, hey, I'm a good person. Look at this. But,
dude, and then, but even if you think about it, but even if that's true,
exactly.
Even if that's true, who cares? He built 100 more wells than you did. I don't give a shit if he's using them for views. It's working. Keep doing it. People are getting good shit out of it.
Oh, man, he cured a bunch of people's blindness. This guy's using it for clout. What a fucking dude. No one that was blind before that now has vision is like, fuck this guy.
Dude, use it for clout. I don't care. As long as it means you get to make another video where you're giving money or helping someone else out, like, who gives a shit? Like,
and I don't even think his heart is in that place. But to your point, even if it was, it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, okay, he gets clout, but hey, also all this good shit happens and people are incentivized to do charity work.
I know.
He just gets views off of it. Who gives a shit? It's happening.
And all it does is pump more money into him being able to do more shit. And
that's what I mean.
And I'm so happy that his attitude is like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck. I'm just going to keep on being charitable.
Right. Like, he's a great person. I don't know why people think he's an asshole.
I think there is something to the effect of like, because other people can't do those things, they sort of get like, I don't know if jealousy is the right word, or maybe contrarian is also in there as like the popular thing is the thing I don't like. There's got to be something wrong with this guy. He's doing the, you know what I mean?
It's like too good to be true.
Yeah, like something like that.
I mean, like, you could do like something, negative or bash people for views, which happens all the time, which we kind of talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like, we said, like, negative content, but then like he's just doing the exact opposite.
He's doing positive content.
Totally. And people watch those other videos of people talking shit. So it's like, I'd much rather this type of shit get popular. Like, do charity work.
People with millions and millions of dollars do way, way worse, selfish, self-absorbed actions all the fucking time. And the fact that someone's going to watch someone at that status do nothing but good for the world and complain about it, crazy. And just like, sometimes you have a wrong opinion, and that is an example of those people just being wrong.
Did you guys see when Charlie D'Amelio and them got a job at Walmart for fun?
Oh, I did. I thought... That's funny. Yeah. Like, okay, that's funny because I don't think they understand.
It's so out of touch, dude. That's like so insulting.
I feel like that's the opposite of what Mr. Beast is doing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, they're like on their level. And like, it's almost like when Kim Kardashian went to, and they were like, we're going to go grocery shop today.
Yeah,
like
I saw
normal
that.
people.
Yeah. It's like, I want to check it out.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Bro, your face when you do that. That's so good. Oh, shit.
So out of touch.
But here, we should probably tie the knot here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go work at Walmart. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Oh yeah, dude.
I thought I saw memes about it, but I didn't know it was like a real.
Oh, it's a real thing.
Mhm.
It's pretty hilarious actually, because they're like, oh my god,
They're
like,
trying to like make it cutesy and all this, and some people like genuinely struggle with their jobs, and they're out there like, oh, I'm at Walmart.
Oh my god, wow. So this is like what all you plebs do all day, huh?
Dude, oh my
This is
God.
kind of fun.
I don't feel like they meant it in that way,
No,
but
they
that's definitely
didn't.
how it came off.
Yeah, they definitely, they were just honestly probably curious what it was like to work a job like that.
Yeah.
But
But yeah,
I don't know.
it kind of came off like if you work at Walmart, it's a joke.
Maybe
Yeah.
screen test that idea before you send that.
Yeah,
out there
before
on
you
the internet.
send it.
That's stupid as. Oh god.
It's
Anyways,
almost like what was that show where like the CEO of the company works a few days
Undercover
as the
Boss. Or
Undercover
whatever.
Boss. Yeah, except like that show had like usually a redeeming message to it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so before we sign off, where people can find you on all your various platforms, all that good stuff. And yeah.
So YouTube and Twitch at thanksnick. On like Twitter, and I'm always gonna call it Twitter. It's never gonna be X to me.
Yeah,
I don't think
that's,
anybody calls it X really.
Hey,
X
you know what?
platform.
You know what everyone does do? They're like Twitter, formerly X, formerly
yeah.
Twitter. That literally is what happens every
So
time.
stupid. I feel
Right.
like you might change it back at some point.
I think he's gonna.
So I got caught in like the situation where someone has my username, but that is not active.
Oh no.
So the at thanksnick hasn't been active since 2013.
Oh, nice.
God.
And I message him. I'm like, hey, you want to change your at, and then he's not going to respond.
Yeah.
And then on like Twitter is at real thanksnick because I'm the real one,
He's a real one.
Yeah.
I heard this is totally just, we don't want to turn this into a whole thing right now, but
Okay.
that he basically was like, oh yeah, well, we added the feature to, you can post videos like 4 hours long. And he's basically was like, that's not a tweet because tweets are supposed to be like little blips. So that was him like, that's like part of the reason we changed to X. Because you can post, dude, people post full-length movies on Twitter now.
Yeah.
Like, and he was like, and that's not a tweet. A tweet is like 150 characters or less or whatever the fuck it was. I don't even know. I don't use Twitter. I haven't used Twitter since high school.
bro.
So he was like, that's not a tweet. So like, it was like part of this, like, it's like a post, right? So it's like, we just call them posts and now it's like X platform and whatever. I know it's dumb, but.
Yeah, okay. I see what he's saying. We won't derail this any further, but I have opinions on that. I'm
it's
just like,
just,
I genuinely hope someone buys X and changes everything back that was made. I would love that.
the only, God, I don't know if we want to go into this rabbit hole, but I'll say this. The only thing that I think was probably good is it did sound like there was like too much like just control going on.
Mhm.
And I don't mind that he just sort of opened it up. I know certain people didn't like that, but I think if it went back to old Twitter, which is like Twitter circa closer to when it first came out, that would probably be okay.
So supposedly now it's like way more representative of everyone and not just people in San Francisco.
Yes.
Which is what it was before, which there was like, everything was very much like hardline, like just the group of people in San Francisco getting pumped out to everyone. So it made it seem like everybody thought a certain way.
Yeah.
And in reality, now it's just way more centrist. And so, at least with respect to like political views and, that bleeds into a bunch of other stuff. But like, it's way more evenly distributed.
Right.
But like, people were literally just on purpose. Like the people working there were like,
they were just
making
like,
it just
like
San Francisco think and like, let's spread it to the world type deal.
Yeah, it was a little too directional. But anyways, that's a whole other thing. But okay, so thanks Nick, or the real thanks Nick if you're on Twitter, now X, will probably be Twitter depending on when you're watching this episode.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thanks so much for coming on, dude. It was a blast.
Thank you so much for having me, guys.
Thanks so much for listening to Bone Apple Tea. If you like the show, please give us a follow, like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is. Tell your friends about it. And make sure to follow us on Instagram. That's Bone Apple Tea, BoneAppleTeaV. feet on Instagram. Thanks so much.